swivel, flip, open, and flip. Hello friends, and a warm welcome. How have you all been? I'm so happy that you are joining me for a little craft session. I hope you're all well. So far, we have completed our signature setup, our freebies, our journal cover, our envelopes, pockets, paperback pockets, and today we are going to do some swivels and flip outs and openings and more flip outs. So let's get into it. It's Sarah here, and I'm so excited to get this project started with you. This is going to be so much fun. I'm uploading every Tuesday and Friday, and if you follow me along, by the end of this video series, you will have a complete journal made. I will put all of the videos into a playlist for you so that you can go back easily. So make sure to like and subscribe so that you will get a notification when the next video comes out. Everything I'm using is linked in the description below. So each of the signatures will get a little flip out or tip in or whatever you want to call these. If you follow me along in this video series for the Christmas at the Manor journal kit, then I'll show you where the spot is for this particular little project. So as you go through the pages here, it's so nice to flip through. So the second to last page here, the one where this couple here is standing in front of the carriage, will receive interactive little item here. So this here will have a little swivel action. So what I've done is I've printed this little medallion image out twice, and it kind of goes with this theme here with the carriage. So I thought this might be a nice little companion to this page here. And I have printed some lined paper on the back of this. So when this swivels out, you can see the lined paper and you have a little bit of writing space. So we will be joining these two pieces with a small brad that I have here. And because it's so small, I don't want to use my large hole punch here. This might be a little bit too big. I'm using a Crop-A-Dile. But if you don't have a Crop-A-Dile, that's okay. You can also use an owl. That is also a good size. So that thickness of this owl might also match it. But since I have a Crop-A-Dile here right now, I'll use that. So on the left side here, about the center, let's put a little hole here. And I'll put a little brad through here. This one has a flat back here so that it doesn't take too much space from your journal. All right, so now that that's through here, now you have this little swivel for your secret writing space here. But I also want to add a little something here to add some color. So now we're using this hole punch here to put a little eyelet in there. Let's make sure it's all about even. Okay, then we'll put a little eyelet. I could use the Crop-A-Dile again, but I feel it's very big. So if I don't need to, I don't use it here on camera. Beautiful. And I will put a little ribbon through here. So now we're gonna cut a little fishtail, I call it, in the ribbon, so it looks pretty at the ends. There we go. All right, and simply fold it through here. Simply fold it together. There we go. Beautiful. So now, let's glue it in here. I'm simply going to use some barley glue. This is very easy to make. It's also an easy mask make that you can make. And that is one done. So easy to make, isn't it? Very nice. Yes. So that's the first signature already complete. Let's move on to the next signature here, signature 2. And move through the pages here, or dangles. So it's 1, 2, 3, and here is our next project. I have it laid out already a little bit, but before we get to the embellishments, we'll need to do some prep work here first. I just love how well a red ribbon goes here with this. So what we'll be using here for these flip outs are these cards that come with the kit. And on the back, I printed some lined paper as always. Now, I want to add a little something to this, and I have found some clear silicone stamps that might go well here with this. Simply to add a little accent, maybe. So let's see which one should we use. I don't want to take too much space from it, but yeah, so this is maybe a good one here. Let's try how that one comes out. The second one here. Like so. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna lay this down on this little stamper here. Make sure that it's straight. And for this particular one, I want to use a darker stamp just to see how that contrasts with the lines. And I'm using the Walnut stain from Tim Holtz, the Distress Oxide in Walnut stain. And as you can tell, I always like to keep them upside down. So that way the pad here on the top is always nice and inked up. All right, looks like I got it all pretty much saturated here. At the edges. Let's put one here and see how that comes out. I also want to try this little glider tool to press down the stamp. Yeah, it seems to work nice. There. Yes. I like that. Let's do another one. Okay. And let's do another one here. This side. Ah, beautiful. Yes. That is beautiful. Last one. And it doesn't have to be perfect. There you go. Yeah. Oh, I love this. Yeah. That darker ink really comes out better for certain projects, so very good. Right, so now we have these prepped and ready. So let's add them to our journal. So for this particular flip out, I call them flip out. I want to use some washi tape at first, and then we'll see how far we want to go with the decorating of it. Washi tape is a great way of creating these flip outs. That's the first one. And let's get to the middle here. So any kind of washi tape will do the trick. And as you can see, this is what we have here. Then let's put the next one down here. Same again. So do you have any plans for Christmas yet? Have you made a little... Perhaps you will have guests over, or maybe you are invited somewhere, or maybe you are celebrating just by yourself. But you're not alone. You can always watch some crafts videos here. And we will be right here with you. And again, so we are going to put them upside down first in this kind of waterfall. Flip out. And that's how that goes together here. And let's do the last one. Those are so easy to make, those flip outs, really. All it takes is just some washi tape, like so. This one is about 1/2 inch, I would say. And you simply go on the back of this, cut it to size, like so. Okay, got one. And I'm going to link this washi tape set below because they come in different colors and they're all very neutral, more muted colors, and those are ideal for these kind of projects. So if you don't already have a lot of washi tapes, so again, and then move the waterfall upwards, like so, and space it out, like so. Make sure that it's roughly equal, and when you line it up, that it's straight, fairly straight. You can still make adjustments if you don't get it straight right away. So I'm going to look here for the lines, and it looks like those lines are good. All right, so see how quickly that was made? Oh my goodness. That did not take long at all. And all we need to do now is just to embellish them. But you see how easy they flip forward and backwards like so? Oh, I love it. And now we'll add a little bit of color here to this page. And so what I thought I would do is to simply add some of my ribbons here. And let's lay them out a little bit, which is nice, and you can just grab the ribbon and flip it up. So, oh, but first I think I need to do a little bit of inking here. I'm using the vintage photo for inking around the edges here. These. Okay. And let's just go just quickly around here. Like to go over here like so, and that would be the first tab here. Are they all the same length? I think they are. Yeah, I might have to shorten one. Okay, and then we'll ink this one here. And these are the fuzzy cuts from the Freebie. If you haven't downloaded it already, download your freebie. It's linked below. And you can see those beautiful fuzzy cuts. And you can use them every year. Again, they are so universally used, and you can use them for other purposes now, for your gift giving when you make little gift tags, or yeah, whatever you use right now. They have so many different uses, especially these two. Wow, yeah. All right, so I want to start with the bell here. And so I don't want this to be too long. And the bell, I'd like the bell to be like here. So I'm going to have to cut this ribbon a little bit. It's a little bit too long. Okay, so, well, let's start with the ribbon first, and we will add the bell to it. And we have fabric on paper, so I'm going to use the art glitter glue. Just put some here. And this dries clear. All right, beautiful. All right, we've got some here. Okay, and let's put it down here in the center. Yeah, I made a little mistake here, so quickly lift up. I'm going to lift this up quickly because there's glue here. I'm going to use some tissue paper here, just to take off the majority of this glue. It's already dry. Perfect. Okay, so that's the first one. So this is how I have this laid out, like so. Okay. And I can put the bell right here in the center. Yes, that looks pretty. Here we go. Very nice. And then the next one, I'd like to go here and then have the star go on this side. There's a little piece sticking out. So let's add the star here. Yes. All right, so I'm going to flip this up. Flippity flop. And this time I learned from my first mistake here. So I'm going to use the art glue. And I'm just going to see how far I need to go. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just place a little line here. I just love how easy we can fix our little oopsies in junk journaling. Okay. There we go. All right. And right now you might see the glue being a little wet, but when it dries, you won't see that anymore. And let's glue our little star on here as well. Let's just check where we want this to go. Like so. Mhm. All right. 2 down already, see? 1 and then 2. Yes. And now we'll do the last one. And so the last ribbon I'd like to have here. And then the fuzzy cut would go like so, perhaps. Let's see where we can put this. Yeah, we can put it a little bit like so. All right. Keep this here. Oops. Here. I could also mark this line with a little pencil. Okay. Put a glue line. Like so. All right, let's make sure. All right, let's make sure that we'll line it up properly here. Dab it on. There we go. And now let's see where we can position this shoe. The stocking. Yeah, we'll have it stick out like so. That is better. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. So easy. And you can use this as a writing space, or you can put pictures from your Christmas celebrations, whatever you like to do. You have all the options here to simply flip it up like so. Beautiful. All right, what do you think? Let us know in the comments. And now we're coming to signature number 3. And we'll have this next little project right here. So, yes. So the idea here is to cut this in half and to have this open up and to reveal this envelope that we made in our envelope video that also can hold a little treasure inside. So this is this little envelope, this little coin envelope that we made. So that would be here. And then we have this covering it up. So first we want to cut this one in half. I'm just going to fold this here like so in the middle, so that way I can easily and thickly cut it right down the middle. All right. So here we have these two here. It's very important to remember where you want to have the hinges for these doors. So this goes here. And the nice thing with washi tape is that you can easily correct it because it's not as sticky. So this is one. And so you want to fold this over like so in order to position it. Properly like so. Oops, did I get it straight? No, I didn't. And like I said, it's washi tape, so it's easy to reposition. There. And then this goes here. So I'm leaving a little bit of space here, always where the binding would be. So we have a little bit of a wiggle room there. All right, so let's do this one. All right, let's fold it over like so and make sure it meets up with this door here. And put it down like so. There we are. And what you can do is, perhaps, since this is a little bit of a pretty bland tape here, so what I want to do here is add a little bit of a decorative gold tape to it. Let's see, this one here. Okay. That is really nice. Yes. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. And this will reveal this surprise here. Let's put that in here. So what I noticed here is that the washi tape glue is not holding very well. So what I will simply do here is to put some barely glue here. Some washi tapes, when they are stored for a while, they lose their glue stickiness. So we want to fix that with a little bit of Fairly Art glue. But look how pretty. I just know that this particular washi tape, the bland one, is pretty strong. That's why I put that first down, so that way it does the job. And so I use this particular neutral washi tape first because I know it's still quite sticky. So that makes it easy, and then I'll decorate it like so. All right, let's put that on. Very nice. Ah, beautiful. So what I want to do here is to put a little brad closure. So I'm going to put some little holes here. Very carefully. Yeah. So there's one. And let's do the other hole here. So let's put one here. And put one here. Make sure that these brads are not closed too tightly, because otherwise you won't be able to close it. But here we go. Okay. And what I want to do next now, since this is also a little bit in need of decoration, of course. So I want to put some of the gold ribbon that I have found here. This ribbon is really good because it is not glittery. The thread itself sparkles. It doesn't use glitter, and that's great. So I wanted to just add a little something here on the top and on the bottom so that it looks festive. Yes. So this is the snowflake background, which is very subtle, and that makes it easy to decorate it in many different ways. Yes. So let's put that on. And I'm using the art glitter glue. Very important. By the end of each video, things are closing in. All the items I'm using are coming closer and closer. So I have to make sure not to get completely closed in. Who else experiences that when they're crafting? And I measure how wide the ribbon is. Put some on the side, like so. And just put some here all over. All right. Beautiful. Put one ribbon down. So we let that sit. Oh, that is pretty. Yes. And then we glue the next one here. So let's measure how wide. All right. Let's make sure that it sticks. So again, the art glitter glue gives us a little time to adjust things. So it's important with ribbons like these to just go back and just tap it a little bit just to make sure. All right, beautiful. And that is another technique here. Again, so I don't want to put anything on these backings here because of this particular closure. This particular closure needs a little bit of wiggle room, so the brads might move a little bit in order to close. So keep that in mind. Don't think you need to have a finish here. So this is important for this, but it looks so pretty, really, with those gift boxes and the gold ribbon here. All right, and that is complete here. Beautiful. And now let's go to the signature number 4. Let's put the last little flip out in. So let's see where the spot is for that. Yeah. So this here, I thought, could cover our writing space to make it a little bit more interesting as a writing spot, but also it could hold some pictures. So if you have some Christmas photos of your family and friends and so forth, you can maybe put a photo here and a photo here, and then have your writing spot to put maybe some little anecdotes or little memories here as well. So these are really nice memory keepers. So let's begin here. And this is another image here of the little couple in front of the carriage. So now with this one, even though this particular piece has a little tab here, because we're going to put the tape here, I want to straighten that out because that won't help us in the flip out action. So let's cut this off, and I'll put a little bit of ink here. Yes. Here we go. All right, so we want to again turn them over like so. Right. Put our trusty tape on. And so we are lining this up here in the center, like so. And that comes down like so. It's important that the edge where the washi tape goes is as straight as possible. Okay. And also we have this beautiful picture here of the kit. So it's good to not cover it so much. There we go. So I have this burgundy ribbon here that goes so well with this journal kit. And I'll put a little bit here on the top and here on the bottom of it. Yes, let's do that. All right, let's measure. Look how pretty. Lace, it gets me every time. I'm just such a lover of lace. Shall we put it like this or like this? Let's put it in here like so. All right. This is such a good bargain for all the lace that you can get. It's linked below. I can't get over it, how nice it looks. And when you get it at first, you think, oh my goodness, all these colors, it's crazy. All right. So let's put a little art glitter glue on this here. Like so. So sometimes it's easier to really use the back of the tweezers because they don't stick to it. Like when I use my fingers, it lifts the lace again, depending on how delicate the lace is. And so I kind of like to use the back of the tweezers sometimes to just make it less sticky. So this one I'm gonna have come out a little bit from this page. Yes. So I'm not going to go too far in here. So let's just use this edge here. Beautiful. All right. And then we'll have our little flips here. Yes, so that will allow us to add any kind of pictures that we want to add here as well. And that is our fourth little flippity floppity flip art. Whatever you like to name it. Yes, perfect. Perfectly imperfect. Yes. All right, so there you have it. First signature, we have a little swivel here. And the second signature has a waterfall action. And then the third signature has this little reveal, this little gift reveal here. Beautiful. And the last one is a great space for pictures. Yes. So this was fun, quick and easy, but is so effective, really. It is so effective to use your ephemera pieces that you have left now as we are nearing the finishing of this kit. And you have some additional writing space, and it just adds some interaction here with your journal kit. I can't stop playing with these. It's so much fun, really. And you can always add a little pop of color with lace, like here. Wow, this was fun. So I will see you at the next video where we will continue to work on our journal. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Much love. Bye.